In today's world, being in cybersecurity means understanding the tools that keep us ahead of attackers, or at least stop us from being completely blindsided. One of the most important things to grasp, CVEs and CVSS scores. These might sound like things a soulless compliance officer would drone on about, but trust me, if you're serious about hacking or defending systems, they matter more than your morning coffee. If you're in a bug bounty program, securing a network, or just trying not to be the reason your company gets ransomwared, these scores tell you which vulnerabilities need fixing first. Whether you're red team, blue team, or stuck in some corporate limbo called a purple team, knowing how to assess vulnerabilities is a game changer. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a CVE? CVE stands for Common Vulnerabilities and Exposures, which sounds like a government-sponsored anxiety list, and well, that's exactly what it is. It's a public catalog of known software and hardware vulnerabilities, kind of like a most wanted poster for exploits. These are the flaws hackers dream about, security teams lose sleep over, and interns get blamed for. A CVE might look something like CVE-2024-21171 and could describe a flaw in MySQL, Windows, or whatever software decided to betray us this week. If you're looking for a weakness, there's a good chance it's already documented with a unique ID, making it easier for security professionals to track and patch before disaster strikes or before someone on Twitter brags about it first. Why should you care about CVEs? Simple, finding a vulnerability is half the battle. The real fun begins when you realize how bad it is and whether it's about to ruin your day. Imagine discovering a crack in your house's foundation and deciding, I'll deal with it later. Next thing you know, your kitchen is in your basement. That's what happens when you ignore CVEs, except instead of a collapsed floor, you get a data breach and a strongly worded email from your boss, or worse, your legal team. Now let's talk about the NIST CVE database. If you don't know NIST, congratulations, you've never had to read a 300-page PDF just to understand what a best practice is. NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technology, maintains a database where all CVEs are listed, making it the go-to source for anyone who needs to track vulnerabilities. Just type in a CVE ID and bam, it shows you everything: affected software, severity, version numbers, and just how much you should be panicking. For example, looking up CVE 2024-21171 will tell you that MySQL has a serious flaw allowing remote code execution, meaning hackers can run whatever they want on a vulnerable system. Now here's the part YouTube doesn't want me to tell you. No, seriously, I can't share everything here because, well, let's just say community guidelines exist. That's why I created Cyberflow's Academy. It's where I actually break down step-by-step vulnerabilities, exploits, and security techniques in ways I can't on YouTube. If you want access to my vulnerability exploitation guide, a PDF with real-life examples and walkthroughs that Google won't spoon-feed you, this is where you get it. Plus, by joining, you're directly supporting the channel and helping me keep making content instead of, taking up beekeeping. Use promo code SECURENOW for 30% off in the next 48 hours. You get exclusive knowledge, I keep making videos, and we both win, unless you enjoy getting breached, in which case ignore everything I just said. Next up, CVSS, the Common Vulnerability Scoring System. If CVEs tell us what's broken, CVSS tells us how bad. It ranks vulnerabilities from 0.1 to 10, with 10 being, drop everything and patch this now levels of bad. Think of it like Yelp reviews, but instead of complaining about soggy fries, we're rating how easily an attacker can ruin your life. A CVSS score of 9 or higher means stop whatever you're doing and fix it, while a score of 3? Meh, maybe after lunch. CVSS considers how easy the exploit is, how much damage it can cause, and whether the hacker needs special permissions or can just waltz in like they own the place. Let's break it down with an example. Take CVE 2024-21171. It has a CVSS score of 6.5, meaning it's a medium risk. It's not a total disaster, but don't ignore it unless you want regrets. This vulnerability allows remote exploitation without requiring special privileges, meaning an attacker doesn't even need an account. They can just go wild from a distance. Prioritization is key, otherwise you'll be running around like a sysadmin on fire every time a new vulnerability drops. So how do you stay updated? Easy. ExploitDB is a great place to find exploits linked to CVEs, and NIST's CVE database is the best source for tracking new vulnerabilities. Personally, I use the CISA RSS feed because nothing screams relaxing morning like reading about fresh security nightmares before breakfast. These tools help you act fast so you're not caught off guard when the next big exploit hits. Finally, let's look at a real-world horror story, CVE-2024-4577 in PHP. This one let attackers execute arbitrary PHP code on vulnerable servers. Thousands of systems got compromised because people didn't patch fast enough. If that doesn't make you double-check your security updates, nothing will. The lesson? Even minor vulnerabilities can snowball into major problems. To wrap this up, understanding CVEs and CVSS scores isn't optional if you're in cybersecurity. They tell you what's broken and how bad it is, helping you fix the right things first. Whether you're attacking or defending, this knowledge is critical. If you want to go even deeper into web hacking, reverse engineering, and other cybersecurity madness, join Cyberflow's Academy. We covered the things I can't say on YouTube, and you get access to an amazing community. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. See you in the next video.